Are we ready? If Frank will. Quiet on set, Frank.
Quiet on set.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Up with Cammie and Taryn. I'm Cammie.
And I'm Taryn, and every night me and my beautiful wife get to have a sleepover, but every week we invite you to join us. So thanks for staying up.
Thanks for staying up.
PPs, you want to hear what I think is very important to share at the very top of this episode? I have been telling Cam privately that I just feel so thankful for how she has been as a partner to me.
Baby, that's very nice.
And I just feel like you all should hear. You sit here every week and you listen to this shit and you listen to us talk and be dumb and the whole bit.
Be dumb.
Be dumb. But I just thought, what is be dumb? That is from something.
It made
Netflix.
me sound like be dumb, like a noise. I was like,
Yes.
it's giving me a noise.
I think their blog is called Be Dumb.
Is it?
Or D-Dumb or something.
So cute.
Which is so cute. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, back to me.
You're like, shut the fuck up.
Back
Talk
to
about me.
complimenting me.
Cam has just been such a good partner lately in so many ways. And obviously, like, you're always an amazing partner. You know, no, I'm talking to the PPs. PPs.
Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you. You're not here. You guys. No, she's been so just above and beyond lately in a way that is like really hard for me to even not. You know, sometimes you just go throughout life and you don't realize that your partner's being awesome. Because you're just like, oh, okay, you know, we're just doing life together, and you put one foot in front of the other and you do the dishes and you go to bed. And
That's what life sums up to.
Yeah.
Do the dishes and go to bed.
I'm just feeling like, wow, like lately everything that Cam has been doing has just been so, I don't know how to express my gratitude. And I just keep I keep telling you, but like, I just feel like, you know, we got to tell the people that are here and listening to our little relationship. And she's just been so good with keeping the house together, which is insane. And not even her role. Like, it's not like that's your job is to like make everything nice and you still do it. You've been so supportive of me with like, I've been in an anxiety spin and you've been so good. And I see you also trying to figure out like how much to coddle me and how much to like, you're just trying to figure it out. And I see you doing that. But even if past me would be like, oh no, she's not like giving me back rubbies when I'm feeling sad. It's like, you're also trying to protect your space, but also trying to not make me feel like it's okay to be constantly bothering you about my health and whatever it is. And like, I don't know. I just feel so like loved by you. I feel like you've been so good with the dogs. I feel like you don't feel resentful for like having to pick up on a couple things when like I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like, I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate you. And I just feel very
this
like.
This is not on the notes to talk about.
I put it on
so
my
embarrassed.
I put it on my
Did you?
list. Yeah, I just put it though. I said,
I see it now.
Partner.
I do see it now.
Yeah, I'm just feeling like overwhelmed by like appreciation and love for you. And like,
that's
just
very nice.
Like for the first time in a while, it's like you feel what like a partnership feels like. And I just feel like you've been really going above and beyond with like your part of the partnership.
Baby.
I'm just really thankful for you.
I love you. I really appreciate you vocalizing your appreciation. It means a lot to me, and it makes
You're welcome.
Doing stuff
It's about me.
But it really does make doing stuff when like maybe you don't want to, if like I'm tired and I don't feel like it, or like you're not feeling good, so I need to go take the dogs out or whatever, knowing you appreciate it makes me want to do it. It makes me excited to do it. So
I love you and thank you very much.
I love you.
PPs, be proud of your mother. She's crushing it at home. She's crushing it.
I feel like we've lived so many lives today. Anytime we travel and then do something post-travel.
Yeah.
I feel like normally after, whether it's like a road trip or flying, we just come home, we're ordering food, we're watching something, we're going to bed. We're like maybe unpacking and doing laundry at the most, walking the dogs, whatever. Mm-hmm. But today is feeling like, I feel like we just had a whole work day at home. Mm-hmm. And then I remember that we were in Palm Springs this morning or this afternoon. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's one day. Mm-hmm. Like we were just at the gym in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And now we're here recording the podcast.
Yeah.
That always makes me feel
Like time is what the fuck?
like, yeah, what is time? It confuses me.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's only like, it's not even 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
We could go to dinner.
It all
comes back to going out to dinner.
I love that you're like, dude, normally when we're traveling and we come back from traveling, like we order food. We watch something. We did order food. We did watch something.
But now we're doing more. I mean, that's all. I don't mean we won't do those things, but it's all we do.
I know, it's just funny that like we did do the shit we normally do. Our little boxes have been ticked.
Yeah,
and yet here we are doing our duty to the fucking pepperonis. That's new.
I know, but I liked it.
We put it down at the same time. We're saluting. You can't see.
Oh, yeah. Goddamn. I always forget.
Goddamn.
Audio me. I have stopped saying the goddamn thing.
Are you doing it purposefully?
No, what I have learned about myself, and I don't know if this is a new thing, but I have a word or a phrase that is like my hyperfixation.
Okay.
Do you know what mine is right now? Is there a word you've noticed me use?
It's not juxtaposition anymore. That's gone.
I actually, as I'm asking you, I forget what the word is, but I've been trying to stop myself from saying it. It's like horrific.
I've not heard you ever say that.
I keep saying, oh my God, that is horrific.
Oh, maybe I have. When you say it like that, I hear
Think
that.
about it
Okay.
now. You actually maybe you won't notice it much because it's been like a month and I've just been like, oh, I keep saying it.
Dude.
So now I've been aware and I'm like, okay, we got to cut that one out.
Okay.
Don't say it.
It's so funny because growing up, I've always been like obsessed with words and phrases. And I thought people like having catchphrases was so cool.
You still do.
And I would write down the words that I wanted to say more. Like
That's really cute,
probably once a
actually.
year, I made a list of like things I want to say more.
Yeah.
And it would be
And it wasn't like to develop your vocabulary. It was like,
No.
these are cool.
these are cool sayings.
These are cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of them?
I think I remember like when sick was cool. Like in like
Yeah. You're like,
early
I just want to be like,
thousands.
you wanted to like make it natural. And
Yeah, I just
and
wanted to be like,
that's so sick.
I wanted to be someone that said those things.
Yeah.
And I would like figure out what those phrases were and then be like, I'm going to be that girl.
Yeah. I mean, I
cute.
commend you working on something. Like deciding you want to be a certain way and then going for it is
gonna
really
look.
special.
Things I'm going to see
you
if I
have it
just
in your
have one
notes?
in my notes.
Baby,
Things
that
I
would be
want
nutty.
to say.
No. How long do your notes go back in your phone? I feel like my phone, like I refresh it every now and then. I've like lost so much stuff. You have every text, every picture, every
I have
note,
everything.
Everything. I don't know how it transfers from your first iPhone when you were like 12 to now. Did you find it?
I don't know what this is not. I found something that is certainly not me writing this.
Certainly not you.
I didn't write this. Ugh, what is this?
What?
It's like
Honey.
there's something in my
It's
notes.
your notes.
To live the life you've never lived, you have to do things you've never done. Most people are living an illusion based on other people's beliefs. What more do I have to do to wake these bitches up?
Not wake these bitches
What
up.
is this?
You wrote a poem. What year? When is that written?
2015.
Baby.
You are responsible for what you do and you're not responsible for how people freak out about it. I feel like this
Maybe
was
it's
like
a quote from maybe read it somewhere and it.
I don't know.
I
just
do you
scared
want to be
myself.
exposing your notes app right now?
I just scared myself.
God,
Myself.
myself. We should play a game on here one time where we like give ourselves a keyword to look up in our notes and then
100%.
have to read whatever that says.
People don't understand how many notes I have.
How many can you see?
Oh,
Yeah, you can.
I have 908 on iCloud, but
Okay.
or on just like my notes app. But then I also use I used to use Day One.
I only have 565, but that feels like so little when
Yeah.
mine are like from this year.
Yeah, fair. I mean,
But I do think we should play a game where we
I'm down with
read
that.
that. That would be very fun.
I'm down with that.
Also, sorry, go ahead.
I saw this podcast that's called on Day One I have 3,000 entries.
That's crazy, dude.
The last thing I wrote in here, I haven't been using it in a while, was from April 2023.
A year after we got married. I mean, a month
I
after
said,
we got married.
playing golf at a new bar with Cam and the feeling of it's not over yet, nothing is a loss, it might be a gain. Don't know. That's all it said.
Oh my God. Were you losing it?
Sometimes rock bottom is your trampoline.
Dude, what is
I
happening?
don't
in your
know,
notes?
brother.
I loved working out at the gym today.
I had a blast.
I was like, if this space existed in walking distance, are we going to just pretend we're retired and move to Palm Springs?
We don't have to either be or pretend that we're tired. We are retired.
Kind of.
No.
I don't find it easy to work from there.
Okay, fair.
I don't. I know it wouldn't
I do.
change anything about your work.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
All of your work is from here. I'm pretending I'm on a laptop, but I kind of look like a rat.
You look like which also makes sense for me.
Yeah.
Such a rat.
Such a rat. Such a rat.
Such a fucking rat.
That also makes sense for me because one other thing about me, such a rat.
Dude, that would have been on my list of things that I should have said more.
I'm such a rat.
I'm such a fucking rat right now.
I was also watching.
Back, bro.
You pulled something at the gym.
I did.
I was watching TikToks a while ago where they'll like, or not a while ago. You and I were watching. This reminded me of it. They're like sisters, and they were saying, "What do you call it when you have to like search something online?" And they're like, "Oh, Google it."
Yeah.
And I feel like we have so many of those. But if
do that
somebody
too.
asked me,
No.
I think I'd get it wrong. If you were like, I would forget. I mean, that one's easy. Google schmoogle.
Yeah, we call it
done.
Google schmoogle.
But I feel like we have so many that I forget that they're not normal.
Yeah.
So I don't think I could just say them off the top
Yeah, I
of my
don't
head.
think we could do it.
Yeah.
About the gym, I love new gym equipment. Like being at a
Their
gym
stuff
when
was
gym
so
equipment is so
pretty.
beautiful.
Babe, it wanted me by it had that bench and it had weights that fit under it in it, and then it had bands that you use. I was like, this is an all-in-one. We should get it.
Yeah.
Even though we don't really use our home gym anymore, I'm pointing over my left shoulder because that's where our garage is and that's where our pretend gym is.
It's not pretend, it's real.
I know, but we don't
It's real
use it
when
because
it's
it
clean.
becomes storage.
Yeah.
It needs to be our storage. We don't have room for a gym.
I don't think that we said this, but we were in Palm Springs this weekend.
I did say that. I said like, whoa, we were there and now we're here.
No, I know, but I don't think we said it like plainly. Where I said,
Guys, we were in Palm Springs this weekend. I don't know if I said that or not, but I just want you guys.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, we were in Palm Springs this weekend.
Oh my God, babe. And you know what that reminds me of? We were in Palm Springs this weekend.
You know what that reminds me of? I'm such a fucking rat.
Anywho,
We went on like we went Friday, and then today is Tuesday, so we were there for like
we were only supposed to be there till like Sunday night.
long weekend.
Yes.
And I'm just meant to be there. I
oh
love
my
it
God,
there.
you love it.
I could move.
You thrive.
I could be there. The streets are perfectly paved.
Yeah, but you're only there when typically we're with people or we go on a trip and it's just us. It would be really a lot to not be able to see. We would get so bored, babe. We would get so bored.
We would make friends.
We'd have to do like, no, I wouldn't make any new friends.
Our friends would come out there a lot. People already go to Palm Springs a lot.
Yeah, but it would be like they have to come visit where it's like
No, I
we
know.
see certain friends multiple times a week.
Yeah.
So then it would be, we're not moving there.
I know we're not moving there. It's just
It's a dream. It's a hope. It's a wish.
when I go out
By a
to
rat.
a Palm Springs, a country club, a thing of that nature where everything is like weirdly idyllic,
A little community.
a little community. All I want in this world is that.
Yeah.
Whoever does that for our generation is going to
know.
be the next Jeff Bezos.
I think so too.
Bezos.
Bezos. We were playing pickleball and I said Bezos and then I said Jeff Bezos and I never realized his last name, different spelling, but like
It's so cute.
it's like kisses.
Do you think that he gets off a call with like his coworkers and he goes, Jeff Bezos,
Jeff out. Kisses. Jeff kisses.
and then this
Yeah.
with his little fingers?
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know.
how does he
Maybe
have
he
such
does
a
do
cute
that.
name? Then I never realized it. And that's very silly.
Hey, you know what I learned from the boys this weekend?
What?
Did you know that I'm starting over. Do you squeegee your body?
What do you mean by squeegee?
Just I'll stop there. Do you squeegee your body?
I don't use no.
You don't have to use a squeegee, but do you physically squeegee your body ever?
I towel dry off my body and I
Okay.
pat it because you shouldn't be too rough.
The boys told me, boys,
They squeegee.
when they get out of the shower, they all squeegee their body with
What
their
does
hands.
that mean?
They go
They're like
and then they use a towel.
they like flick off the water first.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes, Tyler said that he had been doing it for a long time, and then the other boys have picked it up, and they
picked it up from him.
I don't know, but they all love it, and they say that they are so much drier faster when they like get the towel and whatever, and it takes 2 seconds to just go down your legs, down your arms, down your body, whatever. So I did it the other day. It was kind of fun.
Will you keep doing it? Would you recommend?
I'm gonna try again. I feel like in my head, and tell me if you feel this way, when someone talks about squeegeeing their body the way that I just did, you imagine it to be really getting a lot of water, a lot of like, not like that much, but like, like
flooding,
like Ratatouille going down the sewer.
Of course, lots of water. Naturally.
But like a lot of water. And then when I did it, I kind of just felt like I was like
I feel like once I turn the water off, I don't feel like you don't have clothes on to absorb the water. Don't feel like it's much to dry off.
I know, but they all really spoke highly of it, and so I want to try it. So I invite you and PPs.
Okay,
let us
I'll
know
give
if
it
you
a go.
Squeegee, and I invite you to try.
I will try it.
Thanks.
I'm not like super excited about it, but I will, for the experiment's sake, give it a go.
That's my new health fixation, kind of like your gut fixation.
Oh my God, last week we talked about, what the frick is that show even called? We talked about a show before we even watched it. Hack Your Health, the secrets of your gut, which
cutest show ever.
Yeah, I have a few takeaways from it. The lead doctor, researcher, adorable.
Cutest person to have ever existed.
Yeah, Tanner was like, I want her to be my therapist.
I'm in love with her.
It's almost explained like you're a child. They explain to you like a child, which I appreciate, because I think I've been researching gut stuff for a couple years now, and I like still get really confused trying to explain stuff or how it all works. And they had all these little graphics, and they're like the little like knit bacteria.
Yeah, they're
were
like
so
fuzzies.
cute.
Ooh, so
they
cute.
explained it really well.
Yeah.
I will say I didn't like that. I felt like they didn't divulge too much. Like they didn't dive into anything long enough, which was a little bit frustrating. But I do have a few takeaways that really stuck with me that I wanted to share with the peepees and you, because you fell asleep.
Oh.
Do you remember that you fell asleep?
No.
No.
I'm narcoleptic. This rat
is a sleepy bitch.
Tell me.
Okay, so I told you guys last week.
It's on Netflix too. I don't know if you said
It's on Netflix. Yeah. I told you guys last week about how they basically injected the microbiome of they were twins. I didn't share this last week. An obese twin and an average weight twin into rats. The rats ate the same. Was it you? The rats ate the same diet, but the one that had the obese microbiome injected into them, or bacteria, it wasn't like their full microbiome. I don't know what it was. Gained weight rapidly. Mm-hmm. And the other one didn't. Then this one woman, as she's trying to fix her gut, she has learned that they basically make poop pills from other people, which is disgusting, but I get it. It's like the way they get the most concentrated amount of their bacteria.
Okay.
So she first started taking her brother's poop pills, which is gross, but she was like obviously wanting to use someone close to.
I'm sorry. It's a pill that has another person's.
I don't know again, I felt like they never fully I was like, tell me more about these poop pills. Explain the process.
I'm triggered.
I don't know how it works.
Okay.
I wish I could tell you more. Okay. It's not something I think I'll be researching more, so I can't give you more. But if you really are concerned, I will look into it. Anyways, they basically make these pills to get the bacteria makeup of another person,
into your body.
Of a quote unquote healthy person. You take them, so you hopefully gain their bacteria.
I'd like to take your poop pills.
You probably should, because I think they would be impeccable.
And I would love to.
Anyways, so she took her brother's, and everything started going great with her body. Everything's good. However, she had never struggled with acne, and her brother did from a young age. And within weeks of her taking his poop pills, she developed acne.
Oh my God.
So she stops taking them. Then she starts taking her boyfriend's instead. Acne very quickly goes away, but her depression gets a lot worse because her boyfriend suffers from a lot of depression. So they kind of dove into this slightly. The other doctors were like, this is why you shouldn't kind of play doctor here and try to figure out how to fix your gut.
How long was I
doing
asleep?
this? Most of it.
I thought I watched it all.
It's giving Saltburn all over again.
Wait, and then the doctors started hooking up with each
licking and
licking and
drinking the bathwater.
the blood.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to eat each other's blood. Yeah, but so they were like, this is why you shouldn't really be doing this, and you should focus on getting your bacteria right, because you just never know what thing you're picking up from. Even if they seem healthy, they might have something else going on. So it's not really what you want to be doing.
Beautiful. True.
So what they have said you should be doing, which again, I would have loved them to give more information.
To get my gut right.
Yeah, they said 20 to 30 different fruits and veggies a week. They didn't give me quantities. They didn't give me how much is fruit, how much of it. Like, I wish they would have given me more.
Okay.
But it seemed like the best variety of whole foods you can have is the best, because if you're only feeding your gut certain things, then only certain bacteria can live in that. Like, let's say some bacteria love fruit. Some bacteria love these types of veggies. Some like these type of wheats. So if you have a very, very limited diet, you're killing off a lot of the good bacteria in your body.
Okay, I see that.
Which
don't want to do that.
Huh?
I don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that. Which is also why I think I've been so good, is because I've been on probiotics now for 8 months.
That's a long time.
Every single day.
Yeah.
It's the longest I've done it in my life.
Have you felt better?
Yes, so much. Like nothing ever bothers my stomach.
Yeah.
And when I first started taking them, I was like, the reason why I'm so hesitant is because I'm already regular.
Yeah.
I don't need it. But I didn't realize how much your gut affects different stuff. For those who don't know, I talk about them all the time, so I'm sure you do. The Nuco, I use their probiotics. They're pre and probiotics, so they actually like get all the way to your colon, which I also learned is so important, that you need to have a lot of the foods we have. If it's like super sugary, it gets digested right away in your body and you get that sugar spike. But then any of it to get down to the bacteria in your large intestine or your colon don't have any food left to eat. But if you eat like a broccoli or something high in fiber, it takes so long to get down there that then you're feeding that bacteria as well, which is so healthy. Aww. And we have to be really healthy for the baby, because the baby's first introduction to their microbiome and their bacteria is when I literally birth them out of my vagina from that.
So crazy.
And because they're so close to my butt, that they get my butt bacteria.
Ew, they eat your poop pill.
I know. So I was proud of you for taking your probiotic today.
Dude, yeah. I tried a different probiotic like a month ago or something, and it's like a really, really intense one. And I felt weird the first day that I took it.
Like what?
I just like, it was probably in my head, honestly. But I just feel like I felt like, I don't know how to describe it.
Maybe just like taking any kind of pill can make you feel weird?
Yeah, maybe.
Did you feel weird today?
Not at all. That's what I was going to say.
She started with one. You took one of the Nuco,
Yes.
which I did too for the first they said like you could do that for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I felt so fine the first couple days, so I immediately went to 2.
I'm really excited for my prebiotic journey. Because
I'm proud of you.
Pre-pro, whatever it's called, both.
Yeah.
Different. I don't know.
Pre and pro.
But I'm excited because, you guys, my digestion has been so bad my whole fucking life. Like,
yeah, we got to figure out what's going on in there.
I've done everything. I've got colonoscopies. I've got an endoscopy. There's no like actual
I
want
to challenge you
anything.
to literally stay on this probiotic
every
day for, let's give it 3 months.
Treat me like your lab rat.
I'm going to. My little rat. Okay, cool. I have pre and probiotics for you, but if you guys want to join Taryn on this challenge, or it's not even a challenge for me anymore. It's a lifestyle. I'm amazing. I have a discount for you at the Nuco. Use code CAMI20. You can get 20% off. They also have incredible skincare products. They have a skin filter supplement I'm thinking about trying too, because that's what I've really noticed. My skin's been a lot better. My rosacea has been better since taking a probiotic, which I go to the dermatologist on Friday, and I'm going to ask her if that could have anything to do with it.
I'm excited for you to go to your little dermy.
Me too.
Cool.
But I'm also scared. I've had this eczema flare up on my arm, and I'm mad about it, guys. I'm so embarrassed.
It's okay, puppy.
Oh, I blame Covies. What's your sad face for?
Well, I was going to say, no, it's just a hard left from what you just ended
ahead, honey.
on.
You know what?
You saying, I blame Covies, and then me being like, speaking of things we recently watched.
That's okay.
I went back to your show.
That's all right, honey.
Guys.
Screech.
I have my...
Whoa.
my love for Anne Hathaway is hitting me like a ton of bricks.
Okay, honey, I don't know if we posted it on the pod or not. We had a conversation about Anne Hathaway.
Yep.
And I said, I don't know. I love her now. I think we were in Pittsburgh recording because she had just walked out of a photo shoot.
Yes.
When
that's on an episode.
Dude. And you were like, I don't know. I just can't get behind her.
Guys.
She's one of those people like Taylor Swift that got unnecessary hate for a while.
She is in this new movie on Amazon Prime.
Watch it.
The Idea of You. It has hit me like a freaking truck out of nowhere. I feel like if I would have seen this movie when I was younger, it would have been my absolute hyperfixation, crazy.
So
my High School Musical.
It's so good.
My like whatever. It's the sweetest movie. It's so cute. It's what a rom-com should be.
It's called a comedy drama. And when we went to put it on, you were like, oh no, a drama.
Yeah.
And I said, bet me it's going to be a rom-com, but not cheesy because it's like not overly rom-com. There's like enough like true drama in it that it's like more serious and more real. And I feel like that's exactly what it was.
It is cheesy, but
it
in
has
the
its
way
moments.
that a rom-com should be cheesy.
Yes.
But so first of all, shocked by my new love for Anne Hathaway.
Oh God,
blew me away.
So beautiful.
She
was distractingly beautiful. And her acting.
Yeah.
Every word she said, I was like, I believe you. Like I am in this with you. You are real.
What's her name in Devil Wears Prada? Is it also Andy? Andrea.
We literally last time we talked about her had to look this up.
Okay, I think it's Andrea. Regardless.
It is.
Insane acting. She's gorgeous. I'm obsessed with her now. Really, this is new for me.
You now get it.
I now fully get the
hype.
It. But secondly, so the movie is about this woman who's in her 40s, newly divorced, goes to Coachella for her daughter. Her daughter loves this big band, and then she like basically falls in love with the guy who is in the band. Mm-hmm. And it's like The Idea of You. Oh my gosh. And the movie, so sweet. But I created a separate plot of what I thought was happening.
What?
Remember where I thought she was dreaming for the whole movie?
Yeah, she was like, get it? The Idea of You, because okay, wait, really quick. Spoilers potentially for this, so maybe skip ahead a minute or so if you don't want to get spoilers.
Okay.
There's this picture in it that looks kind of trippy.
Yeah.
And you were like, what if this is a trip? Because she's supposed to go on a camping trip at the beginning of the movie, and then she has to go to Coachella.
Yes.
And I was kind of with you for like 5 minutes until I felt like it couldn't be because a dream, it like felt too many days went by. It didn't feel believable.
Yeah.
But that was wild.
But I was just so mind blown with how powerful like my perception of the event was.
Yeah.
Or like of that being what it was about.
Once that was in your head, you saw it through that lens.
Once it was in my head, I couldn't see anything else.
You're like,
I was like,
this
this
real.
is so sad. She's dreaming this whole thing.
She's gonna wake up after a shrooms trip in the middle of the woods, disheveled, with her husband and his new lover standing over her like, you okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Full ass. I just was so like taken aback by how my perception of that painted like an entirely different light on the movie and like took me down a different path.
Yeah.
And I just thought, man, just because like I perceive something a certain way doesn't mean that that is the truth, but like your brain like can't tell the difference kind of. I was like, oh, it's like if you turn on a movie and you're like, is this going to be a fucking scary movie? And then the whole time you're like, something scary is going to happen. Something scary is going to happen. And all of these little things feel scary, but they're actually not.
I think that opposite when I'm watching what I know is a scary movie, going like, if this had a different soundtrack over it, it wouldn't be scary at all.
Totally.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or like just because you know it's scary. And I wish there was some way to do that with a movie where they don't, it would be dumb because some people hate scary movies, but I'd love for them to promote something as not a scary movie.
Oh, 100%.
And then it just like, it is like they say it's like a cute rom-com. And then all of a sudden it's like fucking terrifying.
You know,
I would enjoy that experience. You would hate it.
I would hate that experience. It wouldn't be able to be a secret. Someone would spoil it and ruin it for everyone.
Yeah. There's no way.
But it would be fun for you, and I'm happy for you.
It'd be fun.
In
they
the world
could
where
maybe
that's
do it
happening.
in like a short film at like Sundance or something. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe.
Speaking of scary, do you want to tell them about your new thing you realized?
The snapping?
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys. Snapping is so underrated. We are driving in the car. I was driving in the car. We were driving in the car and we were just making the most obnoxious noises. We do this quite often, and we were just like, I don't know, being ridiculous. We were like taking a spoon to our teeth. It was ridiculous. Anyways, we
Forgot about that.
We snapped, and then we were just snapping to the music.
Baby, you know when you say we were taking a spoon to our teeth, no one has any fucking clue what you're talking about.
I don't think they need to.
We had gotten acai bowls, and we were like using the teeth. We were going.
Yeah,
with the spoon to our tooth.
That's very calm. We were like rattling them the fuck around.
The way you're doing that with your hand. She's giving head.
Whoa. Anyways.
To a man.
We were snapping. And why is snapping so much cooler than clapping? Look at yourself in the mirror and clap.
No. You have to.
That was a cute clap.
That was really a cute clap.
That was a cute
clap.
It
only works to the beat.
Yeah, you're just like.
Yeah.
And then if you just kind of. Cooler. I would like to.
Is that the way that I'm doing?
It's still kind of cool. I would like to cancel clapping, and snapping is in.
This just in. Cancels.
Yep.
Claps are canceled.
Yep. We have
Jeff Bezos.
We have many stories to tell this week. We picked.
Let's snap after each one.
As we read it, every other word. It's hi, girly, pops. Oh my god, pop, six, squish, Cicero from Chicago.
I don't know that.
Oh. What?
I've never seen that.
Okay.
Pops and Squinch Cicero?
Pop, six, squish, Cicero. Lips. He had it coming. You don't know at all what I'm saying?
I've never heard of any of it.
All right, well.
I know I'm in the wrong. I know
Listen,
I'm
not even a Broadway gay, and I feel like this is just common knowledge. I fear it's common knowledge.
Anywho,
we
got
have
a lot of stories.
I feel like we love reading them, and we just thought this week one wasn't enough. Let's jump in. You want to read our first one?
Yes, I do.
Give it to me,
This
girl.
one is called Workplace Crushes. Hi, girly pops. Okay. Hi, girly pops. Just a little hot goss that is too long-winded to put into a DM. Don't think I'm looking for advice, but I want to share with the girlies. Which honestly, pause, so sweet. This whole story is just, this is good goss, and I want to share it with the PPs and you guys.
I love it. It's like, I don't actually think I fucking care about your opinion.
No.
But I do want everyone to know what's going on.
This is dream. Here we go.
Give it to us.
For background, I am a vet, and I live in LA. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Oh my God. I love vets, and I am in LA.
I believe they mean animal vet. Okay. I said
I do too.
No, I know. I'm just clarifying for the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm a vet. I live in LA, currently in my slut era because I only realized I was gay a couple of years ago. I'm coming up on the end of my year in LA before moving back to the East Coast. Congratulations on being on your slut era.
Is this our old vet? Our vet disappeared off the fucking face of the earth. But when she disappeared, her and I were both chit-chatting about how we were both going back to the East Coast to celebrate a late Christmas in January.
And she never came back. And we thought she was lesbian. Was she in her slut era all along?
Oh my God. I pray this is her so bad.
Holy
It's
fuck.
not. This doesn't sound like her already.
I'm going back to the story.
Okay, sorry.
One thing that's tough about being a vet as a young, gay, single, and horny girl, it's really hard not to picture our vet.
I'm picturing her. I've decided.
And a horny girl is that the veterinary industry is predominated by women who are smart and kind. So it's hard to not have at least a small, innocent crush on a good portion of people you work with. Also, vet med is slightly gayer on average than the general population.
I didn't know that.
No wonder we love vets.
That makes sense.
They do all seem queer.
But like to be a vet, it's like I am as smart as a doctor.
I thought you were going to say smart as a dog.
That too. I'm as smart as a doctor, but I love animals so bad that I'm going to do it here.
I'd rather serve animals.
Exactly.
Love it. Okay, great. You'd be a great vet, honey.
Thank you. I used to want to be a vet, but I don't do well with blood.
No, yeah, I forgot. Okay. I make no secret of my lesbianism at work. Love that. AKA I talk about it in the exact same way the straights talk about their relationships, including plenty of dirty jokes. Well, there's a newer tech at our hospital, and the other day she was unusually touchy-feely with me, and I got a bit of a flirty vibe from her. I'm also a classic tragic lesbian who overthinks and reads into everything. So the next day, I asked my closest friend at work to observe and report as an outside gay observer. She agreed that this tech has a crush on me. I'm not mad about it. She's cute, but she is young. She's 21 and I'm 28. I don't know how I feel about it on multiple fronts. Oh, I love a list. 1, being someone I work with, even if it would be a brief and casual dalliance. What is that word?
Only a vet would know. We're not smart enough, buddy.
Dalliance, since I'm leaving in 6 weeks, which everyone at work knows. 2, the power imbalance because I'm a doctor and she's a baby tech. So obviously I can't make the first move even if I wanted to. 3, she's young, which is not a deal breaker for casual. So I'm less worried about that. 4, I have no idea if she's queer, if she's actually flirting, or if she's just a bit touchy-feely in general. I'm sure you'll have thoughts on this whole thing, and I wanted the girlies to be in the know. I may or may not be flirting back a little bit, and instead of being a normal human when offered a bite of her cookie, literally crumble cookies, get your head out of the gutter.
My head wasn't there,
Same.
but now it is.
No, my head was there. I took a bite while she was holding it rather than take the cookie myself to bite it.
You naughty.
Naughty vet. And maybe I stand a little close or find excuses to show her something. Is this flirting a little dangerous and tiptoeing the line of unprofessional? Maybe. But it's not a problem when I'm done at this job in a month. I'm working 60 to 80 hours a week, so I don't exactly have a lot of time for flirting outside of work. Gotta have some fun, right? Love, your delayed adolescent PP with a craving for female affection and no free time.
That is incredible.
Great story.
I learned so much. Snaps for you. Snaps for you.
Snaps for you.
I loved that story. That was absolutely incredible. No notes. Flirt your little heart out, buddy.
Honestly, yeah.
Whatever. You're leaving. I'm sure she knows you're leaving.
Yeah, like
maybe make sure that's known.
The only piece that struck me,
the age gap,
is the power imbalance that you brought up. I feel that, and when you said dalliance, that did struck me. I don't know what that means. That did strike me. I don't even know any words anymore. But I think maybe keep doing your subtle flirting little thingies, but I wouldn't be the first move maker.
But they already said that. They're like, I can't because I am their boss. So I can't be the one to step in.
Yeah, but I'm not even upset at the little moves.
Keep biting her cookie.
Keep biting that bitch's cookie.
Keep biting her cookie.
Congrats. Please send us an update. And if you are our vet,
please DM us back.
Please let us know. Please DM us back. We DM'd you. We've stalked your LinkedIn.
We know too much, but we can't find you.
Dude, picture. I really kind of feel as if.
I know. It just doesn't sound like her. It doesn't. I don't think that's how
she didn't seem flirty. She didn't seem horny.
I couldn't see her saying those things. I could see her being flirty and being horny, but not saying that she is.
I can't see her being horny.
Whoa. Okay.
Anyway, story 2.
Okay, we have closet peepee goss. I just graduated high school last year and I went to an all-girl school, which you would think is where I realized I like girls. But no. There were hardly any openly queer girls, so it wasn't really something I thought about. However, after graduating, I was able to take a lot of time to myself and reflect on who I am. I have had 2 boyfriends, but I never fully felt 100% attracted to them and never felt like myself around them. I'm attending a Catholic uni because my parents are very religious and thought it would be good for me. There is a girl in one of my classes, and since the first lesson, we really hit it off. We talk probably a little too much during class, and it's very flirty. We both are very touchy, and there is definitely a vibe between us. We have never spoken about our sexuality to one another, so I don't know how she identifies. One day after class, we went to get lunch. It was a long walk, and the whole time she had her arms wrapped around me, and we giggled the whole time talking about random shit. So cute.
I'm adding sound effects.
Perfect. I like her so much, but I'm scared to open up because I don't know if she's just being friendly or if she feels the same way. It's also scary because of the environment we are in and how religious our school is. I know the students wouldn't really care, but the teachers are definitely vocal about their views on the world and they seem very by the books. How should I go about this? Kind regards, PP.
Kind regards, felt. Thank you.
I know, that's so cute.
Honestly, loving your little schoolgirl crush.
Love it.
Obsessed that this is
giggling.
happening at a Catholic school. Like,
Hot.
everything's hot. Everything's fun.
It's a vibe.
Everything's horny. It's horny summer, if you think about it. I don't think that there is a magic way around this. I think we keep this train going a little bit longer until it becomes overtly something, is what I would do.
Yeah,
I would continue the flirt. And I would
hate the idea of like, I don't even know what their sexuality is. Like,
Yeah.
do they even want anything? I'm sorry, but if you're picking up a vibe, most likely the vibe is there.
Yeah.
You're probably not reading it wrong. Of course it can happen, or they're not ready to recognize the flirt that they're giving. They're just like, no, this is friendly. Totally can see that happening. But I just never see the harm in letting your feelings be known.
Yeah.
If it's not reciprocated, oh fucking well.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Totally.
Like, because I don't think you like should facilitate a friendship with somebody that you have a big crush on anyways.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new person in your life. Why not lean into the crush and the flirty vibes first and just put feelers out there, or mention your sexuality or experiences you've had. Like,
Yeah.
open up to them as a friend and
Yeah.
talk to them and keep the flirty vibes going. See where it goes.
And like, I wouldn't even worry about the school aspect yet. Like,
They don't need to know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. The teachers don't need to hear anything personal. And if it makes
Yeah.
you guys uncomfortable, you talk about like, let's not be like flirty in class.
And a little sneaky vibe is so fun.
Hot.
Happy for you.
Yeah. Enjoy
happy,
it.
happy. Next story we have date crasher. A friend of mine, let's call her Jordan, was in the dating market after getting out of a long-term relationship. Jordan asked the girl that she was talking to, Kat, if she had any single friends.
Solid friend.
She did, and I got introduced through text to Jamie. And honestly, it was really nice. I thought Jamie and I hit it off, and after a few weeks of texting, we met up for a first date. It was a 2-part date, hatchet throwing, then drinks.
Smart to do it in that order.
I'd love to go like do that with you. I've
Let's
never
do
done it.
Me either.
Or I did do it at like a work event, but like it wasn't like a
never done
bar. It was like,
I bet we'd be good at it.
remember when I went to that
Yeah.
weird
I forgot about
like,
that. That was crazy.
country bumpkin?
That was a blur.
That was a fucking blur.
Back to the story.
Back to the story. And also I had drank before I threw the hatchets.
Dangerous.
Crazy. Jamie and I made it to drinks and the vibe was great. Kat, however, would not stop blowing up Jamie's phone.
Weird.
At some point, I was like, I don't know, maybe you should get that and make sure she's doing okay. Jamie gets it, hangs up, then Kat calls several more times. Truly wild. Kat then asked where we were. Jamie told her, then guess who shows up on the date?
What the
Kat
heck?
sat with us, and I don't even know where the convo went. It was just a random, awkward, and weird night. Anyway, Jamie and I decided to call it for the night, and we leave. We left Kat sitting by herself. Weird. I know. Jamie and I had a nice night. I asked her if I could kiss her. She said yes, so I did. She hugged me goodnight, and quite honestly, I had never felt more at peace and just so safe in someone's arms. I can only imagine when people say their person feels like home, that's what they mean. Oh,
That's so
I had never felt anything like that before, and I hope I feel that again. With life being life, as you can probably guess, there was not a second date. Jamie and I are pretty good friends today. We just didn't work out as something more.
No, I couldn't have guessed that there wasn't a second date. You just said you felt like home in her arms. I'm sorry, curveball. Am I a psychic? How would I see that coming?
The way that you guys talk about finding your one true love is the way I felt after that hatchet left her arms. And as you can imagine, we never saw each other again.
I'm confused. I also would love more context. Like, what the fuck was going on? Does
I also would like more context. Like, what the fuck was going on?
like does Kat have a crush on Jamie?
Yeah.
Why would Kat hook her girlfriend's friend up with somebody who she liked? Was she trying to get over that crush? Like, why did she show up like that? Was she just worried about her friend and want to check up on her? What the fuck?
That was weird.
That was so weird. I need clarity.
You know what? Maybe the clarity is just that while she felt like home in her arms, the other girl didn't feel that reciprocated.
Yeah, I feel like I would get so paranoid. I would be like, did she text her and say, call me? Like SOS, need help. Like that's where I would get so.
But then they still went on to kiss.
Okay, so
and
then
hug.
no. And hug. And have their lovely hug.
And
that
they
felt like
had the
oh,
home hug.
what the fuck?
Yeah, wow. I'm a little upset. I'm happy you guys are still friends. And, you know.
But you must have insight. So tell us what's going on with these other characters.
What the fuck is up?
And are you friends with Kat? Or are you like, okay, date crasher. Thanks for ruining that.
Yeah, what happened? More info.
Need it.
Need it.
Need it. Nina. Okay, next up we have don't take your girlfriend rock climbing. Hello from Australia.
Wait.
Hello from Australia. Honestly, if anybody I know watches this, they will probably know who I am because it's a pretty unique situation, but it's kind of funny. But PSA, don't get your girlfriend into rock climbing at the same gym as you. And double PSA, don't get the person you start dating after you guys break up to start rock climbing and proceed to get a membership at the same gym as you, unless you're prepared to run into them both on a constant basis if a breakup happens. I didn't think it would. Never doing this again unless I'm engaged. Famous last words.
Unless I'm engaged.
That is, I feel a common lesbian issue.
Yeah.
Where we get so excited about who we're dating and you're also like besties with them and you want to show them everything about your life and you don't want any of your own hobbies. You want them to enjoy all of your hobbies.
Yeah.
That you get them into it. And then they are just like you, so they love it.
Yep.
And then they want to keep doing it long after you've broken up.
Yep.
And then you have to either like part ways with the thing you love, the restaurant, the activity, the hobby, the hiking trail, or you have to just face that you're going to see them there.
You have to face the wall
Yeah.
to climb.
It's tough.
Dude, imagining walking into like a little rock climbing gym and you're like, oh, there's my fucking, oh, and there's that one too.
There's my 8 last girlfriends.
As you bring your fiance in behind you.
Yeah, we would like another membership. Are you at least getting like a deal because you've signed up people for memberships? I hope you at least got a referral.
Bro, you should have a free memby at this
Yeah,
point.
come on now.
Wow,
They're
this
like,
is fun.
you have recommended the most people we have in this gym. Thanks, they're all
They're
people I've
naming the
dated.
gym after you. They're changing the name. It's called PP Gym. Okay, we have 2 more stories that were submitted that we really liked. Healthy first queer love, but will it end?
We have to commit. There's only 2 more. Nice.
Wait, remember when I was snapping so loud the other day?
It was so good.
What?
Mine are pretty like deep.
I was going to say the opposite of yours.
What? I feel like they have
You're
so
putting
much
your body into it.
Yeah, because I feel it in my body. I feel like mine are so
there.
powerful.
Listen to that. Mine feel okay.
Okay.
This is boring podcast content.
Yeah, shut up.
Okay. I've been listening to your pod for almost a year now, and it has made me so excited for my adult queer future. Maybe you can help me with this.
We'll try.
Your adult queer future is filled with snaps, bitch.
Stop clapping.
Okay. My girlfriend and I are 18 and have been together for 8 months now. Congrats. The relationship's going really well. We are both very happy. Our communication is great. We love our life together. We hardly ever get into arguments. And even though it seems like this could go on forever and we could build a life together when moving to uni, etc., we both know that it is going to end at some point. Simply because it's the first love for both of us and we are still young. This thought is making me very sad and I think about it a lot. I know it's a topic for her as well since she sometimes starts crying about it. It's a sore topic probably. Some of our friends in relationships struggle with the same thing. On one of your epis, called She's Leaving Me for Jesus, you talked about how the first love feels so universal and a couple years later it turns out not to have been the best match or the best relationship you will have. I get that, but I wonder how we can still give all of these thoughts of us breaking up eventually less room. It's realistic to know it'll happen, but so painful to think about right now. And also kind of unnecessary. I don't know. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on this.
Don't listen to anything we say.
No,
oh my
those
God.
bitches were drunk and dumb.
No, I'm actually so upset. You're being too mature and level-headed and looking too far at the future.
Yeah.
One of the best things about those first loves and why they hurt so much is because they feel like they'll never end.
Yes.
Because it feels like I am the one lucky person who met my high school sweetheart and I'm going to be with them until the day I die at 92 together.
Yep.
Like don't think about that because it could happen. You could be, that does happen. There is no benefit to you. It's gonna hurt no matter what. If it ends, it's gonna wreck you.
Yeah.
And the only reason why we share that is after it has ended for people, to give you perspective of most people have gone through that.
Yeah.
That we all were with that person and thought it would be our forever person and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And thank God it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it does happen where they are your forever person. And I think if you guys go into it thinking this will end, it's going to rob you from so many big experiences and moments and even potentially big heartbreak. Like it should be soul crushing because you thought that was your forever. And you're not going to get to experience that soul crushing heartbreak if it does end.
Yep.
Shut up. Don't listen to anything we ever say.
Yep.
That go into
That
thinking,
shut up was not for you.
That was for us.
To us.
That I'm never going to tell that to anyone ever again because I never
Delete
realized.
the app. App's coming down.
Oh my God, I'm so sad
Yeah.
that, and I get it. In this day and age, we get to hear people's stories and connect with people who have experienced that. Where like when I was in high school, quite frankly, I didn't give a fuck about anyone's opinion over 18.
Yeah.
I was like, they're old and dumb and washed up. What do they know?
Yeah. I'm at the height of life.
Yeah, you guys don't know anything.
Yeah.
And if it didn't work for you, that's because you're old and dumb.
Yeah.
I'm young and hot and cool and it's going to work for me. But I'm sad that they are like, well, we know it inevitably won't work because it's our first.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. I think that's the thing. And I think I would have said exactly what you said, but less eloquently. Like, I thought you were
going to say less dramatically.
but less fucking badly. No. Yeah, I think that that's the magic of your first relationship is that it feels like this like undestructible, insane thing that you're experiencing. And that's because it is. And even if it does end, it still was that.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to sound so morbid, but it's like if you spend the whole time that you're alive thinking like, I know I'm going to die. That's so sad. I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
Perfect example.
It's like you could think about that, I guess, but you're just going to ruin the experience that you're having now. When actually the thought that you're going to die is the fact that you are going to die should let you live more freely and enjoy the moment more because that's inevitable.
Yeah.
But in this scenario, taking it even to an easier landing because you don't know that you're not going to work out. It should even feel lighter than the thought of that, where it's like there isn't this inevitable, it has to end.
Yeah.
But even when there is the inevitable, it has to end, i.e. death, you can still enjoy it. So that was maybe too meta. But
did you just cure your own health anxiety? Telling yourself that like not to worry about if you're going to be sick or have an issue because you don't know that it'll happen and just enjoy it?
Babe, you're acting like I don't know the advice I need to give myself every
I was like
minute
listening
of
to talk.
every
I'm
day.
like, this analogy is great, but this analogy is your reality.
Duh. What? That's what we're all doing in our head all the time is like knowing the things that we should be doing, but not doing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please go enjoy your sweet first love.
Yeah.
That might be your best, last, whatever.
I want you to get the feeling of like a kid on a bridge with his friends being like, we're never going to die. Like
they
I want
are
that.
the kid on the bridge feeling like they're
That's
never
what
going
I'm
to die.
saying. I want you to do that.
Yeah.
And then if it ends, it ends.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away how beautiful it was, but you also don't know that it's going to end. So don't like write that in as the finale. It doesn't have to end. So
this
that was
just
a
made
beautiful
me
little thought from this PP. I loved that.
Yeah, I love it too. And it made me just think like if we were giving our kid advice, I would never want them to know the thoughts of like your first love's probably not going to last. Like I don't want them to hear all that until they're going through a heartbreak of that first love. Then I want to share that. When they're in it, I don't want them to hear that. So it'd almost be sweet like if we want our kids to watch this podcast, not letting them watch in order, but whenever they're going through something or like there's a special time, we send them specific episodes.
Deploy the clips.
Or maybe not even for this, but like if you wrote your kid a book, but they weren't allowed to read it cover to cover, you said
for your first heartbreak.
Yeah, read chapter 12.
Yeah.
For your first loss of a job, read chapter 80. Like that would be really sweet because you don't giving people advice too soon can kind of be like the thief of joy. Wow. I'm gonna delete every past episode. That just fucked me up.
It does make me feel sad for imagining that peepee and all the other younger peepees that we have just being like in this cute ass little lovey-dovey relationship, and then hearing us be like, your first relationship like generally ends, whatever.
They're looking at each other like they're on a date together, listening to our
pod.
podcast.
No,
it'd be like we loved a podcast. People do that.
I know.
Maybe not cool 18-year-olds.
I know. I'm like, are the cool kids doing that?
Probably not, but maybe. But that's like if we loved a podcast and they went, oh my God, your first marriage, that's practice run. Throw in the towel, 100% not happening. Everyone knows that. Imagine somebody said that to us. We'd be like,
well, no, but statistically, that's not true.
Don't hurt them.
Not about the marriage, but about.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next story because I can't possibly keep hurting this peepee.
I love you.
I'm so sorry. I love you.
It's never going to end.
It's never going to end. Are we ready for our last story?
Yep.
So I met this amazing girl on the Her dating app.
You did?
Fuck you.
Honey,
let me start
I've
over.
deleted all my dating apps since
You deleted yours? I thought we agreed to keep them.
Oh my God. Actually, though, I had to look up an app the other day. I forget what it was, but I had to look up an app on the App Store, and it was also the name of a dating app. And I was like, fuck, Cammie's going to think that I was like trying to download this.
Do you remember when I did that? When it was like that app that was pictures to like, and you write on them. And we were kind of doing Lemonade.
Yes.
But it's like called Lemon. That's also a dating app.
Oh,
and I downloaded it. I was like, no,
my life.
Baby, I made it. What was the app?
I don't remember.
Sure.
I think it was called like Tinder.
It was like Grindr. I thought it was telling me how to make coffee. Okay, back to the story. So I met this amazing girl on the Her dating app. We decided to take things slowly and start as friends to remove any pressure of dating that might cause us to act differently than we normally would with a friend. Here's the catch. She's polyamorous and I'm not. We were both upfront about that when we met, which I think is great. At least they were upfront about it.
So the other girl's poly, this PP not.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been hanging out since then, doing friend things like watching TV shows, just chatting, making dinner, exchanging books to read of each other's, and even formed a roller skating gang with others they know. That's so cute.
Oh, honey, that was the most normal list of things, and then it just went. Pew!
That's so cute.
Exchanging books, watching movies, chatting, and even forming a roller racing gang. That's the cutest shit ever.
Here's when things get interesting. Last weekend after watching a show, we were both laying down next to each other, not touching at all, not talking much, when I awkwardly told her in a very long-winded way that I had a crush on her.
Cute.
She thanked me for telling her and asked what I was looking for. I said I wasn't sure, but that sometimes I want to kiss her.
Cute.
Then we had a funny convo about that, and eventually she asked me if I want to kiss. And of course, I said yes. She's so cute, and I have a huge crush on her. It went great, and we both giggled because we felt like kids at a sleepover, even though I went home after that, being like, should we kiss? LOL, it was just so innocent and cute, and that was all that happened, and I was okay with that. So I guess I'm looking for advice. Should we stay friends who kiss because she's poly, or should I consider being more open with my dating style?
Well, that was beautiful.
That was really cute.
Cute little story.
I like that. And I like how upfront y'all were with each other and just sharing like,
same.
This is who I am. This is what we are. This is what I'm looking for.
This is what I want in a roller skating gang.
So cute.
All the necessities.
All the necessities.
First conversations.
These are the books I like.
I like how you worded it when you said, should I consider being more open with my dating style?
My dating style.
Like, should I consider it? Sure. I think considering things is never an issue. It's like, if you consider it and you think, if you spend time thinking, what would a poly life look like for me? What would it be like to enter a relationship with someone who's poly? Would I be interested in changing the way that I date? If you spend time thinking about that stuff and then you're like, oh man, my gut is really saying no, then I would say don't do that. But there's no harm in like letting yourself think it through, or even trying it and realizing what your boundaries are after trying it. Like sometimes you might not know. Obviously I would stay friends who kiss during this exploration, if that is what you would want to do. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's fun, and you know, it seems lighthearted and easy. And if you know that like you can protect yourself from getting hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess no one can really do that, but like to some extent, if you have like a little bit of boundaries while you figure that out for yourself, I feel like that's fine.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like considering it is one thing, exploring it is another thing, committing to it is a whole nother thing. And I think 100% be truly honest with yourself and think, what are my limitations here? What do I feel comfortable with? And then if you want to explore that with her, tell that to her. Don't act like, oh no, I'm totally cool, I'm like really down to do this. When you don't know that yet and you can't know that yet. And share that with her and say, would you be open to trying to date and seeing how that goes? Or like you said, maybe be friends who kiss and see how you feel when she's friends who kiss and see how you feel when she's going on other dates, doing stuff that you would see her do if you were in a poly relationship. There's also people, you need to understand her style of polyamorous relationship. There are different ways people handle that. Sometimes people don't want to just date other people. They want you to be dating other people too. They're not happy being with somebody who's not, even if you're okay that they're doing it. They're like, okay, but I feel weird if I'm the only one going out on dates. Like it has to be both of us. And that might not be for you. So yeah, I think you have your checklist of stuff. Like explore it within yourself, communicate that to her if you decide to move forward, and just check in with yourself and her along the way.
And it's no harm, no foul if you're communicating throughout it. Like when you find yourself doing something you don't want to do, that's obviously not fun. So I wouldn't recommend that. Or when you're making her believe that you're more okay than you are, like as long as you're being true with where you are in the moment, then I feel like that's absolutely fair and maybe fun to explore. Like
it sounds like you're potentially open the way you're. I know. This is not how I would word it if I was in this situation. Same. It would be a deal breaker for me. I know myself and I know I couldn't do that. But you sound open. So.
And I feel like this is a good time to be open to something like that. Instead of if you got really far into a relationship with her where there were real big feelings. And then you had to be like, ooh, but I like this person so much and I don't want to lose her, but this is how she dates. It's like, that's almost messier. It almost seems fun to try it when it's a very like lightweight
fun, flirty
situation.
Crush.
Fun, flirty, giggly bedtime roller gang crush.
Yeah, I love it.
That was fun.
Worst case, you just are a roller gang.
Worst case.
Thank you guys as always for your stories. If you have a story you would like to submit or advice you need some help with, I worded that weird, but you know what I mean.
We flew through that sentence in a very ping pong way.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. But you guys, I think you get the general idea. Go ahead and email stayinguppod@gmail.com and follow us on all the socials and join our Patreons for bonus content and our Discord to chat with fellow PPs. And if you are on our Patreon and our Discord, you have access to our private Discord for our top PPs.
And it's called the bedroom. And a lot goes down in the bedroom.
We're going to be snapping in there all night.
We're snapping. Did I say on the last pod that I played Fortnite with a couple of PPs?
I think.
I can't remember, but it was so fun.
I know. And
I'm
it
thinking
seems
about
like
doing it tonight.
And the PPs are doing it a lot with each other, you said. There's a gamer, what are they called? Channel?
A gamer channel in Discord.
Yeah. Or the subset Discord?
Channel?
Room?
I don't know.
Whatever. There's a gamer chat on the Discord. And a bunch of the PPs were playing together the other day.
If you too are like us and you're like, ugh, I want to be a part of like the next generation of content creators. No, I want to be a part of like the community, but I can't stomach downloading Discord. I completely hear you.
Totally hear that.
I would be you if this were flopped.
Yeah. I get that. But I'm so bad at it.
I push you to try because it's a really cool community in there.
Yeah, it is really fun. Like once you get the lay of the land, I know it can be overwhelming at first, but just like hang out in one room at first. There's like a general chat. There's like, and maybe the sporadicness of it is too much. Then focus on just the fashion channel or just the gaming channel. Like find your little niche and wet your toes.
There's a sports channel. There's a book channel. Everyone's always talking about what books they're reading. It's a vibe. It's a vibe in there and I'm loving it. So
come join us and we love you. See you all next week. Bye.
Jeff Bezos. A couple of Jeff Bezos for you.
I bet Jeff Bezos never thought he'd be talked about on a lesbian podcast.
I think Jeff Bezos thinks he's talked about everywhere.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I don't think he's.
I don't think we thought we'd ever talk about it.
I mean,
no? This was always going to happen?
this was always going to happen.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Fate. The butterfly effect. Serendipity. Life is beautiful. Rollerblading gang.